how do I get my friends to play Dungeons and Dragons with me? I've asked them if they wanted to play D&D before. I bought the handbook and dice. They all said yes. I bought the stuff. When I tried to arrange a session, they keep coming up with excuses. That's from Kieran.
I think it's obvious.
You start a D&D podcast with them?
No, you need to spring it on them. You're going to need to ambush them with good times.
You're saying a full-blown To Catch a Dungeon Master?
I'm saying that if you sit there and go, let's play some D&D, and they're like, oh, well, I can't. But if you're like, I'm going to throw a 5-person party rager at my house.
But if they walk in their house with a bottle of Arbor Mist, and you say, why don't you have a seat? I want to talk to you about some stuff.
Have you thought about a name for your halfling cleric? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here to party.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but the movie The Game is actually about Sean Penn trying like an elaborate plan to get his brother Michael Douglas to play D&D with him. At the end of the movie, there's a deleted scene where he whispers in his ear like, you just LARPed. I just made you LARP.
This whole thing's been LARPing. And Michael Douglas is like, oh shit, if I LARPed, I can definitely play D&D. If I've crossed that threshold.
Right.
Roll me up a sheet, bruh.
So I had a lot of friends in Cincinnati who were not necessarily like into the idea at first, but then when like I got them into character creation, which is for me the most fun part of D&D.
Yeah.
Like then all they wanted to do was play. You know what I mean?
It's harder now though, because they don't have that awesome app that just like makes the shit for you.
Yeah, I do miss that.
I miss that shit. Like joking aside, like that's how you do it. That's how we got going. That's how we got people going. Like that's the hook for D&D. As soon as you get somebody to make a character, that's it. They'll want to play it.
Because they really get invested in that character.
Right.
They're like, oh, I put a lot of thought and time into like their name and background and shit.
I guess maybe you could like make it for them a little bit, but leave it open for them to change it. Just be like, hey, I made this thing because I think it'd be like what you would want to do. Do you like this? I drew you a guy. You could be that guy if you wanted to be that guy. You could be anything.
The problem is it can be really intimidating for first-time people because it seems like there's so much shit to learn. But really, like you say, I want to do blank and roll a dice. But like until you actually get them to sit down and do that, it seems like really intimidating because of all the chick tracks that tell them it's of the devil.
Right.
I don't think that's what's scaring people off.
That's what's scaring people off.
I think it's that Tom Hanks movie.
It's probably that Tom Hanks movie. That shit's fucked up.
I'm talking about Captain Phillips.
This is the best way to describe D&D to people. You remember pretending as a child? Well, imagine one guy there had the ability to say, oh, no, you don't.
Hey, you can't pretend that.
Don't pretend that. How dare you?
Let me check my pretend book. Oh, sorry. You have to roll a 10 pretend or better.
Can you pretend different?
Can you pretend a different thing?
Can you imagine better?
There's nothing else to pretend in this room. It's time to move on.
Oh, no, you don't. Not so fast. How could you swim that? You couldn't do that. I'm going to train Charlie when she's pretending with her friends. Like if one of them like swings a foam sword and is like, I blasted you with my lightsaber. I don't want her to train her to just be like, no, you didn't.
Let me check the book.
Let me check the book real quick. No, you didn't. I just
you're -1 in charisma. You didn't do shit, Steve.
You didn't convince me anything. That's not lava. Look at it. It's absolutely not lava.
That is definitely carpet. Listen, if it was lava, I would be right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not lava, though. Pretend something else, please.
We can pretend it's hardwood. It's carpet. Like, I can stretch.
I'll meet you halfway.
I can meet you halfway.